Howdy, friends and floorheads. The time we had, I can't remember who turned me on to this. I backed it immediately, and it's a hell of a game. When it was fulfilled, the Kickstarter, it came with a digital pack that really makes it easy for us to play this online. It's a GMless game, and far descended from the Queen in a lot of ways. Card prompts are the engine behind it. Immediately reached out to Brian and said, Brian, I want to play this game with you. And Brian foolishly said yes. So I think, Brian, we'll start with reading the rules cards back and forth.
Makes sense to me. The first rule is take turns reading these rules aloud.
If you're reading this, then it's already too late. The world ended, and with that end came an infection that spelled the end of humanity. To define the world and apocalypse around you, choose one of the door cards at the end of this guide or create your own infection and setting. Together, Brian and I chose a door card that insinuates modern day, and it is a fungal type zombie apocalypse, similar to like Last of Us.
We are brothers. One of us has been infected. In 6 days or less, the infected will change. It asks us two questions, which Craig and I have both worked out in advance. One is which of you is older, which is me, and which of you has been infected, which is also me.
Gather a standard deck of playing cards. Distribute all spades and hearts to the infected brother. Distribute all clubs and diamonds to the other. That's me. Give each player their corresponding prompt guide. Make sure each of you reviews the safety guide. Now, when you're playing in person, there is no standard deck of cards. The actual cards have the prompts on them.
Step 5, find a door. Our door is obviously a virtual one, but Craig and I are going to have our cameras minimized so we can't see each other during the play. Sit on opposite sides with the door closed and read your individual rules back and forth in numbered order. Once the door is closed, the game has begun. If you open the door at any point during play, the game is over.
This is a game about brothers. I am the survivor.
This is a game about brothers. I am the infected. In 6 days, I will be gone.
We will now shuffle our cards and put them into face-down decks in front of us.
I will do the same with the exception of the ace of spades, which I will place randomly in the bottom half of my pile. When I pass this card to Craig, the game ends.
We will take turns, beginning with the survivor, drawing cards and responding to the corresponding prompts. Most cards are questions, which are asked to the other player. When you ask a question, I respond. When I ask a question, you respond.
Some card prompts will say pass under door at the top. These will be slid under the door, read silently, and responded to by the reader. And for our door, I'm going to pass these to Craig in a private chat and vice versa. Each represents a sound, smell, or other sensation. When you slide a card under the door, I read it and respond, and vice versa.
When responding to prompts, we can ask follow-up questions and speak both in and out of character. We might establish truths about each other's characters, our relationship, and the world around us. We will let the conversation flow until a natural pause, then draw a new card.
I have a special type of card prompt, the infection prompt. There are 5 of these in my deck, the 9 through king of spades. These tell me how my infection is progressing and signal the end of one of the 6 days that the game is played over. I will let you know that the day is over, and we will silently pause play for 15 seconds.
At any point throughout play, either of us can use the rules from the safety guide to pause, adjust, or end play.
And to repeat, if we open the door at any point throughout play, the game is over.
With that, we begin with my first question, which I'll ask in a second. To give you an idea of how this is working, Brian has a PDF, I have a PDF, and it has all of the cards on it. When I draw, let's say, the 2 of diamonds, I can click on the 2 of diamonds. It jumps me to that prompt, which I will read, and then it jumps me back. So it's very, very clever. So Elliot, who created this game, I don't know if this is your idea or somebody did this for you, but this is phenomenal and encourages online play. And in general, for those of you game designers out there, this is a wonderful tool to get into the hands of people who make content like this fool. I will go ahead and start with my first prompt. Why did you wait to tell me?
I didn't think. I hoped. I tried to convince myself that it was just a scratch and it wouldn't get any worse. I thought, well, I did have enough time to make the right decision when it became clear it wasn't going to work, but I didn't want to scare you if it turned out to be nothing.
It just feels like you didn't trust me.
It's not that, man. I'm trying to take care of you. I know that sounds like older brother bullshit, but I didn't want you to. You've got enough to worry about. We've all got enough to worry about. If that didn't turn out to be what was, what it is, we would have been fine. But yeah, maybe I should have said something earlier. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No. It feels real easy for me to say I would do it different, but I can't say I would have. You were once there for me at my lowest. What small little thing did you do to make all the difference?
I remember when it became clear that the marriage wasn't going to work out. I remember, you came over and you didn't say anything other than just kind of, hi, can I crash here for a little while? But, I'd seen the signs. I know it was coming. And I remember sitting on the couch with you watching some stupid old sitcom in syndication. And I just remember, bringing you a beer and looking over and say, it's not the end of the world. Let me know when you want to talk about it. And eventually you did.
Kind of funny, like sitting here right now thinking about it, because like my first instinct, I remember when you told me that you knew it wasn't going to work out. I remember saying to you, well, why didn't you say something? And your answer was a good one. And you couldn't say anything, right? Because you didn't know. And God, it's like right now.
It's like the old song, when a man loves a woman, she can do no wrong. And I didn't think it would work, but you had to find out for yourself, and you might have proven me wrong. So, but she was a bitch. So I'm glad you got out when you did.
I am too. Though I think you hate her more than I ever have.
She broke my brother's heart, man. What am I supposed to think?
Yeah.
For those at home, a card has been slid under the door.
Are you bleeding? I smell blood.
Yeah. It's stupid. It's like, I feel like I can see how far it spread by where I've got blood and where I've got whatever the fuck else this is. I'm just
Does it hurt?
testing. I mean, where I cut myself, yeah, probably not as much as it should. But
What do you mean where you cut yourself?
I told you I'm trying to see how far it spread.
Fuck. You're not still cutting yourself though, are you?
I'm trying to find if there's any way out of this. I haven't been like that in a long time. And this is not that, I promise you. Got no reason to lie to you now.
Trying to remember, Brian, what was that story our parents always told us?
Which one, man? Dad was full of stories.
He was. I'm trying to think. So mom's always, all mom's stories seem to always be about her mom.
Yeah.
About grandma.
Yeah, no, and I get that. You never even really knew her.
No, I
didn't. I knew her a little when I was really young, but she was memorable. But yeah, but Dad's stories were mostly, I mean, half of them were those Shaggy Dog stories where he'd tell a joke for 20 minutes and it never never resolved into anything.
Yeah.
But I think, oh God, was it that really long joke about the coffin?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, no. He used to tell. It was like this tradition. He'd tell it like once a year at Halloween or something. It was a story about this guy who, had this floating coffin that was following him around like he was haunted or something. And, and the joke took like 45 minutes to tell, and talked about how, he went to, gypsy fortune tellers, and he, went to security companies, and nobody could keep this thing from following him around. And it kept getting closer and closer, and it's getting closer, and he's taking everything. He shoots it, nothing happens. He throws a knife at it, nothing happens. He throws a grenade at it, nothing happens. And eventually he's stuck. He's trapped in a corner. And all he has left is a Luden's brand cough drop, and he throws it at the thing, and Luden stops the coffin like it's supposed to, which was apparently their advertising slogan like God. 50 fucking years ago, and Dad thought it was hilarious.
He always wanted to be like the life of the party.
Yeah.
And until he had that one too many, he usually was.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I don't feel like we inherited that. That I feel like, I don't know, that we didn't need that type of validation that Dad always seemed to need.
Oh, that part, no, I didn't get. I mean, I did, you may not know this, I did have a little bit of an alcohol problem in college, but
I knew.
Okay.
I was young, but I knew. I could tell. Because you reminded me of Dad sometimes when you would.
Yeah. And you know what? I think there was one time you told me that, and I think that's what got me there to straighten my ass out.
Oh, God. It blows me away, Brian. Like, and I tell you stories about us growing up that you don't remember, but I know are true. And then you tell me stuff like that I don't remember, but I know that they're true.
Yeah. Memory is fucked up, man.
God, it's so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be important for you to keep remembering this stuff.
Can we just not do that right now?
Yeah, sure.
Is that you that just made that sound?
No, shh. There's some of them outside in the yard. I don't think they're coming here. They're just going past, but I'm not that far gone yet.
Are you encountering others that are hurt?
No. No, I passed a couple of them on the way back here after I first. That's what it should have told me. They didn't even seem to pay any attention to me. It's like they knew they didn't have to worry about me anymore. I just kind of walked past them and got here. I thought I was being all sneaky and sly, but they knew I was already done for. Fucking so stupid.
Okay. We had a pet that was just the worst. Why do you blame me for its death?
Okay. When you say I blame you, you were technically in charge of him while I was gone for the week. Now, he was fucking old, and I don't know what was going on with his, his nervous system or whatever. He wasn't going to make it either way. But when I came back, I was mad, and you were the one who had been there, so I probably said some shit I shouldn't have said. I know obviously you didn't kill him. He was on his last legs anyway, but I was pissed off because no matter how many of my shoes he chewed up or whatever other shit he screwed around with, it was my dog, man. He was our dog, but yeah, it hurt when I think the worst part was that I didn't get to say goodbye.
On the theme of there's no reason to lie to you, kind of fucked up.
What do you mean?
So I forgot I had let him outside. And I went to bed.
Okay.
And then I found him out back. And I don't know if it's because it was cold that he died, if he was going to die that night anyway. But I was so defensive, Brian, because I thought I killed him too. And I'm sorry.
And don't even worry about it, man. It's water under the bridge. Like I said, he was not long for this world.
He was a good dog, though.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me that. Which, while we're on that topic, I think you know what I'm talking about when I say there's something that I never apologize for. And I'm kind of in a position now where I'm wondering if you can forgive me anyway.
Jesus Christ, Brian. Look. You always just had a better way with the girls than I did. And the reality is that I was convinced she was my girlfriend. But now that I look back on it, I'm not sure she was. And I feel like she had eyes for you from the beginning.
I think if she had been your girlfriend, she would not have done what she done. But I'm sorry, man. I have a type, and she was just right there.
And honestly, Brian, if I, at the time, had more self-esteem, I would have seen it for what it was. It's just all it seemed like is my older brother, who always had women coming to call him and visit him. What it felt like to me is that you had the pick of the crowd, and you could have just not picked her. And
yeah,
but you're right. And I'm looking back on it now. I think I had created a relationship with somebody who it didn't. What's that old Doobie Brothers song?
What a Fool Believes.
What a Fool Believes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, maybe so, but I knew better. I knew it was fucking wrong when I did it. If it's any consolation, she wasn't even that good a kisser.
She was for me because she was one of my first.
I see. Okay, all right.
Since then, I learned to agree with you. All right, so
we've come a long way.
If we're keeping score, I killed your dog and you took my girl, so I guess we're even.
Man.
Let's pretend this didn't happen.
Love to.
Yeah, me too. What do you think we'd be doing today? Like, where do you think we were going next?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too conservative. I feel like we should stay here. I still feel like you should stay here. We got enough supplies. The house is isolated enough that, nobody's going to have reason to come out and mess with you. And if somebody gets some kind of civilization established again, you'll be able to pick it up on the radio and know where you might be able to go. But I
watch too many movies.
Look, man, I still don't know. I mean, we haven't had TV for 2 weeks. If I don't know what's out there. I mean, it may just be the Carolinas. We have no idea how far this thing is spread. I just, I don't like the idea of trying to pick up and drive in a random direction to see if things are better when we can just kind of lay low and take it easy. But I've always been, I don't know, cowardly isn't the right word, but I've always been, let's say, conservative.
Yeah, but so these 2 weeks have been bearable because it was us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to have to do this alone, and I'm sorry I made a dumb mistake.
It could have just as easily been. Please don't.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I'm supposed to be the older, smarter one, right? In addition to being better looking and more physically fit and taller. You're supposed to be the one that makes the mistakes, and I'm supposed to be the one that helps you pick up the pieces.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. What a fool believes.
Yeah, exactly. It was stuck in my. See, No wise
It,
man
it,
has. Yeah,
it has the
exactly.
power, but it's Michael McDonald singing it. So you just like, if you never like saw the lyrics in print, you didn't know what the hell he was saying half the time.
Lips is never
I know.
cold.
And
That voice, man.
I remember liking the song even before I knew the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And then I read the lyrics. I'm like, oh my God, that's one of the greatest songs ever written.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
and I
you have no
never made the
idea.
connection.
You have no idea how many people were so pissed off when he joined the Doobie Brothers. Like, he's ruined the band, man.
Oh,
But
see, that's where you're older
that's
than
good
me. I
stuff.
don't. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I know.
I was late to them though,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah. No, it's fair.
You played them all the time, and I remember sitting outside your door
Yeah.
of your room, and I loved how much the music you listened to, and you loved music so much, and we were at ages where the last thing you wanted to do was hang out with me, and I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had opened the door more often.
Yeah.
Honestly, half the time was probably because I was smoking pot and I didn't want the smell to get out into the rest of the house. But
I love the fact that Mom couldn't say shit to you because she did too. Dad, what the hell was going on? So
that was a pain. But I don't know. We both turned out all right, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the most part.
So I think we don't have a lot of power right now. I'm trying to remember. Do you remember when recently that like we felt like badasses?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the first time we were coming back from Home Depot. We had all of the supplies in the back of the car, and God, who was it? Who? Yeah, I think it was. No, we had to get to the car, and we had like, I don't know. You had an axe and I had a machete from the hardware department, and we just kind of fucking went through like Jackie Chan, not Jackie Chan, who's a weapons guy, but anyway, we felt like we were kicking ass. I mean, it's honestly, looking back, I'm amazed neither of us got bit or scratched or whatever then.
Yeah. And like all I could, like in my head, it was like Evil Dead.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's his name? What's that?
Bruce Campbell.
Name? Yeah, it's like we were like Bruce Campbell's, right? And
it
was so weird because like at that stage of this, it was really hard to tell like who was infected and who wasn't. And I
don't think I told you, but one of those guys that was trying to keep us from getting the car, I knew him. I was in a band with him for a couple of years, back 10, 15 years ago. And I couldn't do it. Yeah, that's the one that you had to take out to get to the door. I
didn't know you knew him.
No, I wasn't going to say it, but and
see, they've all been strangers for me, Brian.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. So listen, I don't want to make this into a lecture, but you gotta survive this, man. You gotta be smarter than I was. I brought back some supplies, which I was trying to get in the first place. And I put them in the wood bin out back, so you can hopefully get to them once I'm out of the picture.
Can you? All right. I love you, but do you understand what level of guilt you're shoveling right now? That I have to survive, Brian?
Why are you feeling guilty? I'm the one that's fucked this up.
Yeah, but like, please don't do that anymore. Don't tell me that I have to survive and I have to carry you and I have to carry.
You don't have to carry anybody, man.
Fuck, man. It's just, I know you don't mean it that way, Brian, but it really feels like it's just all on me now. And it kind of pisses me off.
Well, I'm sorry, but it fucking is. I'm out of the picture. I can't help anymore. Maybe
no, you're not out of the picture. You're on the other side of this goddamn door.
Yeah, not for long. At some point, my brain is going to go and I'm going to get up and wander off and do whatever the fuck it is all these other mushroom heads are doing. And you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. And I hope that you will choose to keep going and make it out of this. But that's not really up to me anymore.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't know, man. Do you remember the first time we saw somebody go through this change, this process?
Yeah, it was Miss McLean next door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had both kind of taken upon ourselves to make sure she always had food, and someone would sit with her for a while. I don't know whether she drove her kids away or if her kids just sucked, but
yeah,
she was lonely.
I mean, they just may not have been able to get back, but you're right. They were gone for a lot longer, long before this started.
Yeah. I mean, like for like a year, she had just, she was just by herself. And you know what? I'm kind of proud of us a little bit that we recognize that. And I think that the only reason we figured out something was going on with her is because we had gotten to know her so well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think,
with mom gone, it was kind of nice to have time with her, I guess.
Yeah. I think we did the right thing when she was in trouble, and I think we did the right thing when it reached a point of no return.
But I'm glad we set it up so we wouldn't be there when it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think I could have done it with my own hands.
No, it's yeah, it was better to set that thing up, but I mean, there's going to come a point where you're going to need to, whoever it is, and I don't know, man, it's going to suck.
That house burned longer than I thought it would.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just glad it didn't catch anything over to here.
No.
What are you building something in there?
Oh shit. No. No. Not building something.
Okay.
I've got some wood and some nails, Brian. I want to spend as much of this time with you as I can. And if it means I've got to nail the door, I will. That's it. I'm not doing anything. I've just got stuff here.
Yeah. No, I get it. If All right. Let's. If there was anybody else that could be here with the two of us, who would you want it to be?
Jesus.
Don't say Darlene.
No, I'm definitely not going to say Darlene.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Are you still friends with Chris?
I mean, I don't see him that often, but you know, we talk, you know, we text every once in a while. So, I mean, I don't know, friends is probably a little strong. We just kind of went in different directions.
Do you know that when you went to school that he would still come over to the house and play Xbox with me?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm torn between cool and creepy.
No, it was cool,
But
man.
yeah,
It was cool.
I'm glad you had that.
Yeah.
He always said you were cooler than a little brother should be.
He gave me my first beer.
Okay. Okay. I hope he's all right.
Yeah. Something else I've been wanting to talk about.
Okay.
You remember that big fight we had like 6 months ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we just kind of just didn't. We just let it die like men do.
Sure. I don't want to talk about it.
I just want. I think you were right. I think you were right.
I mean, thank you for saying that. I mean, sure as hell doesn't matter now. And honestly, I don't think it really mattered then, but you know how it is when you're just so fucking invested in being right.
I know it was weird that I wanted to keep mom and dad's house.
I don't think it was weird.
It was our house.
Yeah.
And you were right. Like, it was just sitting there. I know you needed the money, and you knew I did too. I just, for some reason, I felt like we had to fight about it.
Well, I'm sorry we fought about it. Good news is it's yours now.
Guess no one's going to buy it now.
Yeah, property values have gone to hell.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't even know what this looks like next. Basic things like people aren't going to be buying houses, and
yeah. I mean, hell, people aren't going to be buying food. You know, I know we got a lot of dry goods in those first days. We probably ought to try and grab whatever perishables haven't gone bad yet while they're still out there. I mean, I know we weren't the only ones gathering that stuff, so there are definitely still people out there. Just don't know where or how many or
how desperate they are, right?
Yeah.
What if they're more dangerous? I don't.
Now who's been seeing too many movies?
I know.
Man is the greatest enemy. Yeah.
I just don't like after what happened. I'm not ready to go outside again.
No, I don't blame you, man. I would stay inside as long as you can. So I'm going to say something that is going to make me sound like a bad person. But I'm kind of beyond giving a shit about that right now. Well, let me ask you a question and see if you feel the same way about it that I do.
Okay.
Of the extended family, who are you glad we're not going to have to see again?
Jesus Christ, Brian. Of course, it's Uncle Dave.
Okay. Yep.
Right, so
That's where I was going. I didn't want to be
terrible
the
thing
first
to
one
ask,
say it.
but
Mm-hmm.
know for a fact that's
God.
what you were thinking too.
Oh my God, he was such a dick.
Oh God.
You know, I think he had all of Dad's desire to please and be popular without any of the charm.
None.
He was like a used car salesman from the 60s, man.
And it just, I just don't like how he was around Mom.
No.
And I know it made Dad uncomfortable. I knew it made Mom uncomfortable. And he just, I felt like he used us to spend time with her.
Yeah.
And I really, really, I really fucking resent that I was too young to realize that he didn't just like taking us to the mall. He didn't like just taking us for ice cream,
Yeah.
and then I'm older, and you know how you just look back on shit, right? And
Yeah. How did I not see that?
oh,
Yeah.
God, what a prick.
All right. Well, you know, bright side, I guess, silver lining.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's one I might be able to raise an axe to.
Yeah. No, if you have to.
Oh,
Oof.
God. Mm-mm.
Craig, I'm starting to get really pretty fucking hungry out here. I've been keeping a lid on it so far, but I don't. It's starting to get pretty bad.
What do you mean you're hungry, Brian?
I
What
mean,
does that mean?
I'm getting fucking hungry. My stomach is growling, and
There's
I
cans.
really,
I put cans out there.
yeah, I don't have a fucking can opener.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Just open the door and I'll get a can opener.
No, Brian, we talked about that too. Can you just sit there?
I've been sitting here. I need you to open the fucking door.
I'm going to drop a can opener outside the back window. But I'm not going to do that. I need you to knock on the door and just keep knocking on the door while I do it.
Oh, come on.
Please don't make this hard, Brian.
It's already fucking hard.
If you just keep knocking on the door, I'll drop the can opener out the back window, and then I'll tell you when it's there.
Fine. And this is the end of day one.
I'm imagining, I know I fell asleep by the door. And I think maybe I'm waking up and hearing you are still there. You remember when we lived in Florida, right?
Yeah. I haven't lost my goddamn mind yet.
What do you hold on to about those years?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? What do I hold on to? I'm trying to hold on to my brain, my humanity, whatever the fuck. I'm not worried about when we lived in fucking Florida and went to Disney World every fucking summer. And I think you hear me sort of storm off, ranting away from the door. And I don't come back for a while. And this is actually the end of day 2.
How do you let me know the morning of day 3 that you're back?
I think you just hear a couple quiet, slow knocks on the door.
Brian, I didn't mean to make you mad about Florida.
It's not that. It's just I'm starting to lose myself, man. It's I can feel it. I can feel it going, and I don't want to put you through that, but I don't want to be alone.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know. I'm sorry, man.
What can I do?
Just talk to me.
Okay.
Keep me grounded.
Yep.
I don't want to be alone either, but I still got you.
Yeah. Your breathing's changing.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's got that kind of rattle in it. Like there's something in my lungs, which I guess there is. A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
It hurts, doesn't it? I can hear it in your voice.
It doesn't actually hurt. I mean, physically, I just know. I know I'm changing. I know I'm running out of time, and that's the part that hurts.
Just I don't want you to hide what's happening from me. I need to know where you are.
I'm right here, man, and it's we've seen it takes time, but listen, you are. I never told you this, but you are so fucking strong. And I know it is not going to make you feel any better to hear it. But listen, if this was reversed, if I was on the other side of that door, it would fucking break me. And I think if one of us has to go through this and be strong enough to make it through, I think it needs to be you. And I'm sorry to say that, and I wish it wasn't true, but it is. And wish I could give you a fucking hug, man.
Yeah, I do too.
This sucks. This is, I don't have to tell you, it's the worst. It's the end of the fucking world. I'm going to stay with you as long as I can, man.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get there. So you never told me this, but I've known for a little while that you I know about some of the medications you've been taking. And I'm worried if you're going to be okay when they run out.
My back fucking hurts, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those goddamn doctors just stopped giving me stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you tell me what's happening to you hurts, I immediately think, does it hurt as bad as my back? And God, I hope for your sake it doesn't.
It really doesn't. I think it's going to be, I think I'm going to be okay. I mean, I'm just not going to be me anymore, but don't worry about the pain. I mean, when I have my head on straight, I can try and make a run to the pharmacy and see if I can pick some shit up.
The idea of me running out of pills is really scary.
I know, man. They've been pretty much leaving me alone, so I'll try. Just write down the name of the shit that helps, and I'll try and make a run. There's a CVS not far from here.
It's anything that they're protecting, right? So the stuff that they have behind the counter, the stuff that they have behind glass, because there's people that, I wonder sometimes if it's my back's hurting just so I will get more pills. So it's that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Anything with an opiate is fine.
All right. I'll see what I can find, man.
Okay. I don't know why this popped into my head, but there's something I'll never understand. Because even the thought of eating it makes me want to throw up. But you love that. And I mean, you used to eat it all the time.
You talking about the oysters?
Dude, they're so gross.
I mean, okay, yes. When you first try them, it is, I swear, it's like swallowing a chunk of snot.
Oh God!
But no, listen to me. Listen to me. When you get a little bit of salt, a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of lemon juice on there, you got to get past the texture. But it's actually really kind of tasty when I guess it's what they say, and it's an acquired taste.
Are you still craving food?
I don't know. I opened up some of the cans the other night and I ate it, but I don't know that it was what
you're still hungry.
I wanted. I don't know if it's even really hungry anymore. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I've almost got a new. It's like there's another sense that I'm developing that's not hearing or smell or any of that. It's just kind of like I kind of know where they are, and
Who's they?
the others,
Like you?
yeah, like I'm gonna be. And
Like you're connected to them?
sort of, yeah. It's not like I'm reading their minds or anything. It's just I kind of have a sense of where they are, and I don't know, man. It feels like they're trying to tell me something, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it makes me oddly feel, I don't know, better. Like that you're not as lonely as I don't.
It's I don't know, man. It's not like I'm not talking to them, but there's some kind of connection. I think I don't even know what to call it, but I don't know. There's something there.
You, you hear that, right?
I think so.
Get close to the door.
Okay, I'm here. Where? What?
I think there's one upstairs. Something's upstairs.
How did they get in the fucking
just
house?
Just be quiet.
All right, let me try and walk around and see if I see it.
No, don't move. Just sit. We'll both just sit here. Just
If there's something upstairs, we need to get it out. What if it's one of these things?
I don't just. Can you just please be quiet for a second? And I want to say that we're like, it's like 20 minutes pass and we don't say a word. I think I'm hearing shit. I think it's okay. Thank you for being quiet.
I don't know, man. You think you were just imagining that? Because
Maybe just something fell or something. But like, if it was, I don't even know what. Like, what'd you say? Mushroom head? Is that what you said?
that's what I was calling them. Yeah, I thought I thought you started that actually. Maybe not.
It's what's really screwy?
Hmm?
It's like I probably did, and now I don't like the term. Like, how screwy is that? Like,
I mean,
suddenly
fair.
I'm sensitive to it, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, look at it this way.
I
I'm
think
not going to be
was,
offended.
I think if it was an infected, Brian, I don't think they would have stayed quiet up there. So I think something just fell. That's all.
All right. Well, just keep your ears open.
You don't have to answer this, but and maybe I just want to know as early as possible, but what does it feel like?
I mean, it has never really hurt. I can feel that my lungs are kind of, I don't want to say filling up. They're changing. There's something growing in there, but it doesn't bother me.
God.
The main thing is this, like I said, this kind of sixth sense thing, and I don't have words for it. It's it's just, if it's any, I don't know, consolation, I don't feel like I'm dying or falling apart.
That's good.
I feel like I'm changing into something else, but I don't know if I want to be that.
Well, what was the earliest thing that you felt that you knew
I mean,
something?
I knew, that first day when I got home, that's why I told you not to open the door. Because it was just a little fucking cut on my hand, like an inch long. And I just remember that the edges of the cut, how if something gets infected, you'll see that like inflamed red color.
Yeah.
And it was like this grayish green instead. And I knew.
Like even before you felt it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even, my hands and I guess my feet are almost kind of numb at this point. I mean, I can still, move them and pick things up and shit, but I'm not really feeling things.
Are you in control, Brian?
I think so. I don't know if I'd know if I wasn't.
God, this is so fucking fucked.
Yeah. So remember we had that one long night about, I don't know, I guess 8-9 days ago now, where we were trying to figure out or bullshit or make up our explanation of what these things are.
Mm-hmm.
We had that one, I don't know, kind of fundamental disagreement about what being infected meant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what it was. I just remember that there was something that we were certain we each knew the other was wrong.
God, I don't, you're it's really hard to think back on this, Brian, because I was telling you that I thought people were giving it to other people.
Like deliberately.
No, that it could be passed from person to person. And you were convinced that it was something environmental because of the stuff that was growing on people. And Jesus, is that why you let that guy get close? Because
no, I didn't
believe me.
I didn't even see him, but I can tell you this, even if it is environmental,
I'm not safe behind this door, Brian.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it is, because that guy was deliberately trying to, he was not like coming to eat me. It wasn't a zombie going to try and eat my brain or anything. I think he deliberately tried to break my skin and get this thing in my bloodstream. Jesus. I think that's absolutely what it was. And I don't want to do that, but I don't know how far along I am.
Have you felt like you've wanted to give it to me?
No, not yet.
How about when you were telling me to open the damn door 2 days ago?
I don't.
Because you were pretty goddamn insistent.
Yeah, I was. I don't know. I don't think that's what I wanted. But maybe, I don't know. I wasn't myself, but I'm back now. Listen, I know you're mad, and I know you've been doing.
Dude, that was not cool.
No, I know. And I
you can't ask me to do that. You can't ask me to open the door. Because I don't know whether it's your fungus friends that are telling you
Mm-hmm.
that you should. I just don't know.
Yeah.
So you just even if you want me to open the door, you just cannot goddamn do that.
I listen, I know. And the me, that is Brian, your brother, does not want you to open the door. So
I
if
need
I
I need
say
you to
that,
stick around then, and so it doesn't happen again.
well, I don't know how long that's going to happen, man. This is not something that you get better from. All I'm saying is, if I say it, don't. I'm not going to get better from this, man. We gotta accept that right now. This is not the flu. This is not fucking COVID. And if I ask you to open the door again, do not fucking do it.
I won't.
Okay. Thank you. I feel like, I don't know. I'm kind of going through the mental checklist of shit I want to try and resolve while I still can. And we have had the same argument probably almost every day since this thing first started. And I think maybe it's worth talking about one more time to see if we can come to a conclusion. I mean, in another, I don't know, week, you win by default, right? You're going to be able to make whatever decision you want, but I want to
All right.
I want to offer my opinions one more time.
Fine. We talked about this before anything happened. And I told you over and over again that we wouldn't leave each other alone. And you kept saying to me that we don't get to make that decision. And now we're here. So do you just want to argue about it again?
This is not something I chose. You know that.
I know that. I know that.
But this is what I was trying to get to. This is not. I would give literally anything to be normal and on that side of the door with you, but I'm not. And you are gonna have to figure out a way to deal with that.
Or I don't, right? Or I open the fucking door and let you scratch me or bite me or whatever it is.
Just fucking say.
And then I don't have to deal with anything. So I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do, Brian, but don't say that I have to do something.
You're right.
I don't.
You're right.
I got to choose to do something.
You can fucking commit suicide if you want, or turn into whatever this is.
I'm just saying, Brian, I don't have to do anything.
Yes, you're right.
That's all this was about.
Okay. You don't have to do anything.
I'm not opening the door.
Good.
But it's because I'm choosing not to do that. I know that sounds really dumb, but it's important to me. I'm doing it because I have to.
Okay. You're right. You have free will. You do whatever it is.
Now you're making me sound like I'm being stupid.
No, I'm just.
I don't know why it matters, Brian, but it just fucking matters.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not proud of all the things we did to stay alive in those early days. But I gotta tell you, and there's no sense in keeping secrets now, it felt right.
Look, we'd both be on that side of the door right now if we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not real proud of how we acted inside the Home Depot.
No.
I'm not proud of how we acted inside of the Kroger. But the idea is that we both could, if we had enough in here, the two of us could ride this out.
Mm-hmm.
And
no.
I guess
supplies will last that much longer. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when we would get drunk?
Yeah.
And I'd get you going, talking about stuff you wished for, and
mm-hmm.
and like when I would ask you about your dreams, it always felt like there was one you never told me. And I think that's why I kept asking you. What is a dream that you never shared? Because I knew it was there, and I'm not going to get a chance to try to pry it out of you with Jack Daniels again.
Yeah. For a long time, probably up until a couple of years ago, I really thought that if I applied myself to it and worked hard and made the right connections, you're going to laugh, I could be a rock star. No, you see, yeah, that's how it sounds. I really thought, because look, I have a good ear, I have a good sense for composition. I
God, I love you.
I've never. If I could find one half-ass decent drummer, I think we would have been all right.
And here's Brian, if that's all, if it was just because of talent, you would have already been a rock star.
I know it's all rolling the fucking dice and who you blow.
It is, and there's things, and I'm happy. I hate that you're not going to live that dream and stuff, but I'm really happy you also, like, you didn't cut corners, man. You got tempted, and I mean, Chris chased it. And I don't know, he's probably going to die in a rehab now.
Yeah.
And you didn't let it steal you. And look, he made bad choices you didn't make because he thought it would make a difference. And you know what? It didn't. So just, you are really talented. And everything you said is true. And God, do I remember sitting in the garage listening to you guys play?
Yeah, we did.
But it's good. But just don't. It did not happen because you didn't make the right choices. You made the right choices, which is probably why it didn't happen. Does that make sense?
No, but I appreciate what you're saying. I appreciate what
it's a great dream.
It would have been nice.
It would have been nice. like you need more chicks around you.
Well, good news is there's going to be more for you now.
Oh
If
God.
there's any of them still
Ugh.
out there.
Hmm.
Ay, ay, ay. You remember the first night when this was starting to hit the news, when there was still news,
Yeah.
and there was that joke you made about the people that were infected with this?
Jesus.
Is it still funny?
No. Well. No. It's not.
I think it's still kind of funny.
I don't know, man.
It hits too close, I know.
Yeah, like, so yes. Wouldn't it be great not have to worry about paying bills anymore
Yeah.
and going to work and just being able to walk around? I don't know. It felt funny then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think the one positive to come out of this is that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are also fucked.
I would love that to be true. I'm not going to miss arguing with people on Facebook. That's one thing I'm not going to fucking
No. I don't know why people are so, well, I guess they're not anymore.
No. We got a whole new divide now, right?
Yeah. We have reached the end of day 3.
You up for a 10-minute break?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that. Is there something you're going to say before that?
Well, I was going to, the prompt on this card, the infect is changing me in a way I can see.
Oh.
Do you tell your brother? And I think we'll come back.
I love that idea. We'll be back in 10. decided to make it the beginning of the next day.
Mm-hmm. And I think you hear, a knock on the door, which has been our morning greeting, maybe a little softer than it has been.
You just kind of vanished last night.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's getting along pretty far, I think now. I noticed this morning my hair's all fallen out, on my arms and shit, and my skin's starting to get this kind of gray tinge to it.
Okay.
I don't.
How about your brain, Brian?
I don't. I don't know. I feel like I'm still me, but I don't know if I'd know if I wasn't.
Do you want me to tell you if I think I'm not talking to you as much when you're talking?
Yeah, maybe. I don't. I guess if it might be easier if I don't know, but I also don't want to make it harder on you if you don't want to have to hear me come apart. So you do what you think is right.
I'll make a game time decision.
Yeah, that's good. You sick of cold Pop-Tarts yet?
What's that?
You sick of cold Pop-Tarts yet?
I'm saving them.
Okay.
They'll probably last longer than the canned stuff. So
Yeah.
And there's they remind me of us fighting over them because mom would never buy them, and I laughed when we were at the Kroger, and we both just knew that's what we're gonna load the cart full of.
I mean, they last a long time. Provide carbs for quick energy.
I never thought I would miss salads.
Yeah. Well, at this point, you got to do what makes you feel good, right?
Yeah. Never thought I'd be tired of canned ravioli either.
Yeah. It's all
I'm getting kind of tired of it.
all the shit when we were young. When I grow up, I'm going to eat whatever I want for every meal. Well, be careful what you wish for.
It's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
What do you think is annoying about this door?
What is annoying about the door? I don't know. That we need to get. I don't know, that I have to be on the other side of it. I can't give you a fucking hug, but that's not the door's fault. That's fucking Fungus's fault.
When I bought this place, I almost got a door with one of the big windows, and now I kind of fucking wish I did.
Yeah. Yeah, although I don't know, I've seen enough broken glass around here that
I miss seeing you.
I mean, if you want, I can I can stand up and go around to the the living room side, and you can look through the window. But I don't know if I want you to see me like this.
No.
I will if you want, though.
No, I can see you. And I think I like what I see. I think I'm going to keep you there if that's okay.
That's probably better.
But it's not like, I don't know. It's not that I don't know.
I know.
I don't know
I
don't know.
I know, man. It's okay. You remember your brother.
It's because you're here is why. I don't have to remember shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think most of the rest of the day passes in silence. I think there are a couple questions you may ask, but the response is slow in coming. I think you can hear that crackling in my lungs again. And I think even though I don't really say anything about it, it's pretty clear that the infection is getting worse as we reach the end of day 4.
I think day 5 starts with me getting to the door first and really not liking the fact that you're not there waiting for me.
How do you know?
Well, because usually it was you telling me you were there, right? It was you knocking. And this time I got there without any knocking. And like I would just, hey, are you there? And you just weren't. And then you show up.
Yeah.
It's bad, isn't it?
I guess. I'm not feeling like myself anymore.
All right. So okay. Do you remember how every summer Dad would take us to Colorado for camping?
Yes.
Do you remember how beautiful it was there?
Yes.
Why did we always end up fighting on those trips?
I think maybe I think it was too good. It was too perfect. And it didn't feel real unless people messed it up.
He was so different on those trips.
Yeah.
And I think I was trying to get as much of his time on those trips as I could. And I think that that's why I was picking fights, as I just wanted to get as much of camping Dad as I could. And I was being stupid because, like you said, it was like we were on a goddamn timer. Because as soon as we got back, Dad would pack up camping dad with a tent and it'd just be dad. And I just don't understand why for that 1 week he couldn't be like that all the time.
We're all on a timer, Greg. And I think maybe being out there let him forget that a little. It was a good time.
Yeah. It's funny. I feel silly being mad at him right now. Like to the point where I don't think I am mad at him anymore. You think that I would have, him dying would have done that, but no, it takes this for me to let go of that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now. There's no reason to be mad. But I think he would understand. And I think he would forgive us for being mad.
I think so too. Okay. You asked me who I wished was here, and I said your friend Chris. Now it's my turn. You can't say Chris. I don't think you would say Chris anyway. Like, who
No.
do you wish? Who do you wish was here?
Dad, I would like to tell him I understood some of what he was going through and what he was trying to do. And tell him that he did okay.
Do you know what's really sideways is that in the most twisted way, my thing with the pills helps me understand him more. Because I never understood why he just didn't stop. And now that I tried and couldn't, I somehow understand him better. Which is really pretty effed up because I bet it's whatever was inside him that I don't it. The only good thing about it for me is that now I know why he just didn't stop.
Yeah, it's never as easy when it's you. I did go to CVS the other night, but everything was locked up and I couldn't get in. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. I've been rationing them, and I'm just going to kind of ease into it, and I'll be fine.
Okay.
To use your words, because I have to be.
You don't have to do anything, Greg.
God, you're such a dick.
Yeah. And I think you can tell that this thing is just sapping my energy. My responses are slow and short. And I think that's what gets us to the end of day 5. It's mostly you talking and me occasionally commenting. Not sure how much of me there is left. And at the start of day 6, when you get to the door, you don't need to knock or anything like that. I think you can just hear my heavy rattling breaths as I lay against the door. Remember one time after I came back from college, we were up late talking about what we'd ever do if there was a zombie apocalypse.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
We had a plan. Are we gonna do it?
Brian, we did it, Brian. We did it, and we didn't even have to remind each other. We went straight to the dumb plans that we said. We went to Kroger, we went to Home Depot. We made sure that's why 5 years ago I bought the CB radio because that was part of our stupid plan. And I was just like, and this is really dumb, but I'm like, need another $15 to get the free overnight. And I'm going to get that fucking radio that he and I said we would always have. Oh God. So now we've got a radio. So we're following the plan, man. Well, actually, you kind of fucked it up a little bit, but that's all right. We did it. We're doing it.
Good.
Oh. Brian, I don't know where I go from here. Where do I go from here?
You have to decide now. I can't help anymore.
Never thought that I would be mad that you didn't give me your goddamn opinion.
I hope you don't ever blame yourself for this.
You know how you can't explain some things to me? What I can't explain to you is that I know this isn't my fault. I know that. But I also know what it feels like to blame myself, and that's how I feel. And I don't know how to explain that to you. So I don't blame myself, but I feel like it's my fault, and both things are true.
I'm sorry, Craig.
Me too. You go quiet for a while, and then the next thing I hear on the other side of the door, I know is not you. And I can hear you beat on the door for a little bit. And then I'm so occupied and overwhelmed and running around making sure that the blinds are closed and the doors are locked. I pull out the nails and I start nailing things shut, trying to locate you by sound, and I'm struggling with it, and it's a whole like half day of me keeping myself busy in a panic to not acknowledge what I know has happened. And I think it's not until it gets quiet again that I notice the note you slip under the door. And I don't know when you did it. I sit there and stare at it going, has it been there? Did it just get under there, or has it been there for like 2 effing days? And I just never noticed it because it's halfway. So I grab it. I unfold it, and I can immediately tell with the handwriting that you wrote it recently. And I'm going to read it. Craig, I'm so sorry. I took a stupid chance and I paid for it. Now you have to pay for it too. I would give anything not to be in this situation, but that ship has sailed. I keep wanting to be a big brother, to pass on valuable life lessons and shit, but I don't have anything for this. And you're probably sick of listening to my BS anyway. Just be strong, man. I'm not telling you what to do, but please, please try to stay alive. Mom and Dad are gone, and I'm going to be gone soon. And it's just you now, and I want you to be okay. I'm just so mad and so sad now. And hungry. I love you. Don't open the door. And I don't. Let's go to credits. We'll talk after. I happened to catch that you turned your camera off. Nice touch. I caught it at the very tail end of when
Seemed appropriate.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, it was fun.
Fun. Yeah, like somebody in the chat said, God, the time we have is such a fun game. And my response was, it's a great game.
Yes. I don't know that fun is the right word. It's not one that I want to play very often.
Well, I think the first thing I want to talk about is replayability.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm looking, and I got to 3/4 of my prompts. How many did you get to?
I had about, let's see, only 3 left. I actually went through a bunch.
So I feel like I want to replay it just to see if it's replayable.
Sure. Because I mean the prompts and the setting all seem very different. I mean, they have a wonderful wide variety of different settings, and like they're great, and the art is fantastic, by the way. But the questions are fundamentally the same.
Yep.
And I think you have to find ways to spin those to get the replayability.
Don't think I'd play it with you again. I think you have.
No, agree.
You have to play with different people. The other thing that you and I talked about off screen that I want to bring up, and I'd love if somehow Elliot could get us the answer, and maybe he has answered this question, I just don't know it, is it's very particular that both players are brothers. And what I was anticipating in the prompts is something that would lean into that gender choice.
Yeah.
Like, why, and I'm sure there's an answer to this, but why isn't it we are siblings?
Right.
And I think that's interesting. Because it's a very thoughtful game. So I'm sure there was thought behind that. So I would love to know what it is. That's something that pops into my head.
Yeah. I feel like if I were to play this again, I think you want to alternate play of cards, because we did it, we worked out an event that we're basically each of us is going to play a card when it feels right.
Right.
And I think, especially because you can't see each other, I think it helps keep the management, because it turns out, I mean, I felt early on that I was making you go through more cards than I was. So I feel like I picked up more of that later, because also the way it's presented is it's not always easy to tell. Is that a question from a card, or is that just a part of the conversation? Because it flowed really well.
I liked that, Brian.
Yeah, agreed.
I liked that, and I disagree with you.
Okay.
I don't think you formalize that, because there were times where I just had a question to ask, and so I asked it, right? Or something that would pop into my head to talk about. So I just talked about. I liked the informal nature of it. And if we were playing this in person, we wouldn't know either. Right. And the other thing that we did, and I love this choice, is we very quickly moved from reading the card aloud to folding the question into a conversation. Right. And which I loved, and was not surprised that we fell into that pretty quick.
Yeah. I think keeping it in character is a big part of this experience.
I do too. I definitely want to play it in person. It definitely gets the feels. The other thing you and I talked about, I think during the break before we came back on, is you have no choice but to bring life experience into it. Right.
Yeah. Craig and I both have brothers, and I know we both hit on things that were drawn from that real life situation.
Yep. My father recently passed, so that's why I think that became part of it, right? And my father was a drinker, so I didn't
know that. I hope that was okay. That I think you're the one that drove that, but
no question. And we have safety tools, right? That's why we have safety tools.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and this brings me to something that I wanted to talk about. And I started to, then I realized I wanted to talk about on it. So Andrea, my wife, I was downstairs. She's like, "What are you playing tonight?" And for those that don't know, like, my wife puts up with my gaming and encourages my gaming, but she's not a gamer. No interest in role-playing games or anything, but she's very good at saying, I don't understand it, but I love that you love it, right? And there's things about her that's the same. I explained to her what this game was, and she's like, "That sounds terrible." And I'm like, "Fair,
I
fair."
mean,
And she's like, "Well," and one of the things I've talked about is like I've had emotional games. This is one of them, right? But I've had games that surprised me. It's happened to me during Trail of Cthulhu that you've been running for us, where I've had some like feels. And what I ended up explaining to her, and I've actually talked to my therapist about this,
mhm,
is there's a very close connection between my love of horror movies and my love of role playing games. And what it is it gives me a place to explore things,
yep.
right? It's very safe for me to explore losing a brother and talking about my family and things like that with somebody I trust when we're playing this game. Because at any point I can pull the plug. I know at a level that it's not real. And
Mhm,
the same thing about why I love horror movies. I do not as a person like being scared. I do not like
mhm.
feeling isolated. I don't like feeling unsafe. Those are all things I don't love. But what I think I love about horror movies is that I can do that and experience those things and be in complete control at the same time. And I kind of feel like that about role playing games too.
Yeah.
Especially as my joy of the hobby has changed, right? So I don't know how it was for you, but when I was younger, it was about playing pretend and fantasies of, I want to
Mhm.
be a guy who's great
I
with a
wanna be a
sword.
badass. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And now that has totally changed for me as I've gotten older, where I really like games that make me think about things I wouldn't think about
Yeah.
and put me in situations that I hope I never am in, let alone have never been in.
Mhm. Yeah.
Does
And
any of that
the
make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. The setup for this was interesting for me, because and I don't think, Craig, you would have had any way to know this. I did lose a brother about 30 years ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And, so it was kind of like, when we were talking about like, are we just going to use our real names? I was like, yes, because I don't want to touch on that. And I think that's kind of why I wanted to be the infected and I wanted to be the older brother. So I was sort of
Totally
like
makes
on
sense.
the other side of that.
Yes.
Because I was frankly worried about how I might go. I think there's been enough distance now that it was, I didn't feel like I could feel that those emotions were there, but it
Yeah.
wasn't, becoming a problem. But just as you say, between safety tools and knowing that I've got a play partner, a scene partner
Trust.
that is absolutely going to have my back if something
Yeah.
happens, it's a place to explore that stuff that is really
Yeah.
important.
Jesus, I didn't know that, man. Wow.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's no way you could have.
Yeah.
Um,
So, get the game.
yeah.
It's pretty damn cool.
Hmm.
I put it into a very exclusive club, and for me, that is For the Queen. Alice is missing, and now this is part of that club.
Hmm.
Um, there's a second tier if you like these types of games that I also think you should buy and get. They're not as great, but they're really, really good. There's one called Oh Captain, My Captain.
Hmm.
D'Amato's game, I think, is a great shorter version of For the Queen. Um, I think I think my love of For the Queen is as much sentiment as anything because I think that the prompts in Oh Captain, My Captain are better.
Hmm.
But not better like whole cloth, but there are better.
Right.
There are some better prompts in there because it was made, but that only exists because Alex made For the Queen, right? Which
Right.
D'Amato would tell you.
Yeah.
But the other one that I came across and I played at Camping for Gamers with Roger, which I really liked and I'd like to play again. And if we go camping, if you come out to camping in the spring, Brian, I'd like to play with you, is one called Tackle Box.
Mhm. Yeah, I saw you guys playing that, and it was
Oh,
fascinating.
it was good. It was good. And it's basically you're two people in a fishing boat
Mhm.
and you have these cards. And what's really interesting about it is not only do you not read the cards aloud, but there's a whole second like reality to it
Mhm.
that the other people don't know. Like, you don't know, right? And
Mhm.
it gets cosmic-y. It's really cool. It's really cool. It's hard to describe.
Yeah.
But it, on the surface, anybody watching it, like, both players know what's happening.
Mhm.
But if you're just watching,
Nobody else
people,
does. Like,
you're just like,
I would
dude,
not
he's
have
fishing.
expected that to go there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's really good. It's called Tackle Box. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
One of the nice things I like about this one, and Craig, I don't know if you like looked at the infected cards or anything before you did this,
I didn't.
or how obvious it was in play, but like with each of the infection cards, there's also like a prompt that takes effect from there on out. Like one of the last ones I drew was wait 5 seconds before responding.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like, that's a long time when
That
someone's
is a
talking
long
to you.
time.
And another one is just like, you only can answer in one sentence
Oh,
at a
that's
time.
so
And
good.
it really kind of helps you convey that. So
That's really good technology.
This is
That's what
really
that
well
is.
put together.
Yeah, that's good. That's fun. Yeah, had no idea.
Okay.
Had no idea, but it definitely builds in that progression.
Mhm.
So a couple other things. One, I didn't know if the progression would happen because I didn't know that technology, but it definitely
Mhm.
worked.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you don't know which of those infected cards are going to come up in which order. So it's very clever
Yep.
that they can come up in any order. That's clever.
Yeah, exactly. No, I quite liked it.
Yeah.
You know.
The note is a great touch. That's a
Mhm.
great way to end it, which is when the ace of spades gets passed over, you write a note during play. And that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. I'm trying to think what else like really struck me. I think I'm with you a little bit, Brian. Like, I definitely want, like, this is the baseline, right? A
Sure.
typical zombie apocalypse, right? But
Mhm.
there's some really interesting door cards in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I'd want to do that. I think I'd want to
Yeah.
explore that in the same way, like when you play For the Queen the first time with a bunch of newbies, you
Mhm.
pick a fairy queen or you pick a
Right.
princess queen, but like, then I want to play the CEO queen, right? Then I want to,
Mhm.
like, not a more advanced but less obvious queens. Like they've
Yeah.
got the new one that Darrington has out has got some incredible queens in it,
Mhm.
like a Borg type queen and but I don't know if I would do that with new timers.
Sure, yeah. And again,
Uh,
a lot of the ones that are in this game, you have a wide variety of genres and concepts, and
mhm,
some of them go pretty far afield
they
from the
do,
zombie apocalypse
they
thing,
do.
and they look really interesting. I mean, I'm not again, when I say it's not a game I want to play often, I'm not saying I wouldn't play it again. I agree that you should probably find a different person to play
Yeah,
it with, but I would definitely like to delve into some of these other settings sometime.
I would really enjoy, especially if it could be in person, watch it. I would like to watch it played live. I think I would really enjoy that.
Yeah, that would
I'd
be
like to see
interesting.
others playing it, and for some reason, not in an actual play. Like, I'd want to see it live, if that makes any sense.
No, I can see that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, Sunday is a new Cthulhu Dark called "The Screams of the Children." It's it's a pretty hardcore scenario.
Well, with a title like that, you have to
Yeah,
kind of expect it to be.
yeah, it's the dirty side of Victorian England, the east side of London, and the players are all people at the very bottom rung of the class ladder. It delves into a lot of tough subjects, including classism and stuff like that. I've
Mhm.
run it 3 or 4 times now. It's really, really good, and oh my god, the people that are playing it, I just cannot wait to see what they do with it.
I mean, all of
Um,
your tables are awesome, Craig. You
God, it
have
seems like it,
built
doesn't
such a great community here. It's great.
it? Monster of the Week is still going. If you've not been watching that, it's great. Of course, you can see Brian on Forbidden Lands, which every time I get into my head, like, I'm tired of Forbidden Lands, we play, and I'm like, I'm not tired of Forbidden Lands. on episode 44 or whatever we're on.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if that's been happening with you, Brian. Like, but there's like, I have moments where I'm like, I kind of think we ought to wrap up Forbidden Lands. And then we play and I'm like, God, I love this game.
This is actually really good.
I don't want to let this go. It's funny.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, you figure 40 plus episodes, 2.5 hours average, if not more each.
Yep.
We've spent a lot of time playing with these people.
Yep. And I'm not sick of them yet.
I'm not. I feel like we're still figuring stuff out, which is fun. And then Trail of Cthulhu, which you mentioned, we're 20 some odd episodes in. We took a much longer than anticipated break. We're going to be coming back in January. I cannot wait. I miss the game so much, and I miss these people so much.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to getting back to that.
What else is coming? I've got another liminal horror coming.
You've become obsessed with that game lately.
You know what's nice about that game is the mechanics are super simple, but they're also interesting. So have you played it or looked at it at all?
I have not. I've watched your play, a couple of your plays. But
I think the juice in the game for me is the fallouts. So these things that happen to you as you start losing your mind. And what's interesting about them is like a fallout will be something you gain and it's bringing you closer to the end of your character, but your character is getting steeled in the process. So a fallout will have something bad, but something that makes you better. So like you become steeled is the only word I keep coming to. Like which makes it very, very interesting. And when I say steeled, like one of the fallouts is like you have, spider-like joints and you move funny, like you become effed up, right? It's very cosmic, and the scenarios for it are very, very particular, right? So like I think it's neat that I love Cthulhu Dark, I love liminal horror, I love Call of Cthulhu, I love Delta Green. There's all of these horror games out there, and you can't just pick scenarios and play them in any of them.
They all have a very specific use case.
They really do, right? And people, and like I think the best example of that is Call of Cthulhu versus Delta Green. You cannot lift and shift those scenarios because they're two very different stories, right? And two different types of horror completely. So anywho, I could talk about all the shit all day.
Join the Discord, see the enormous list of things Craig has planned to run someday and his infinite free time.
Hey, how is speaking of which, how is the travel game, the road
game? Last Caravan? We've played one session so far, so it's hard to say much, but I mean, it's a Blades in the Dark engine. I've got a fantastic table of players, and they are really leaning into, they're like two brothers and a half brother with a lot of family baggage. And it's being very entertaining so far. We haven't gotten that much into the world of the setting yet, but it's going to be a good time.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Brian. Thanks everybody
to you, Craig. Everybody
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Howdy friends, thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.